Hey, now everybody sit down and shut the fuck up. Class is now in session. If you came here to hear that lovey-dovey shit, get the fuck out. If you soft and scared of hardcore shit, get the fuck out. For those who love raw shit, welcome to Psychology 101. Your instructor for today is Techno.
Yeah, boy! What up, guys? Tilted Gamer Podcast, episode 6, day of the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's NSA is watching us here with Paired Rabbit.
Yep.
What's going on, man? Heard you got that new job. That's why we're here on Sunday instead of Monday.
Unfortunately. Because in my interview, they're like, when could you work? I was like, I do all this stuff on Monday, so I'd prefer not to. And they just completely ignored that. They're like, I heard you can.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I was like, alright, well, okay.
You should have fought harder for it.
Because
I feel like, us having the Monday mornings just to ourselves, no fiance here,
right.
No Brent, who's in the other room playing League. I
Like,
said, shut the fuck up, Brent!
quiet on the set! Okay, good. But, what was I going to say? Maybe if I've been there longer, they'll let me work Tuesday through Saturday.
Oh, is that an option?
Well, we have people work on Saturday.
What do you guys even do there? You haven't even really told me about it. You said, I got this new job. Don't worry about what it is.
So we're PCS, we're like a phone company, and through we have this cloud system or over the internet rather than these PBX and T1 stuff, where it's just online from
T100s?
That's what I said.
You guys are responsible for creating Skynet.
If we are, I'm going to look back to this job. But yeah, we're like an internet phone company, and then I'll be...
God damn it, no.
I'll be helping with their problems online. I'll be able to access their computer and do whatever I want.
Right.
From my computer to their computer.
Right on.
That's going to be sick.
So you texted me the other day saying how you'd gotten through most of the day and haven't really done shit yet.
Oh, yeah, because, they're too busy downstairs to train anybody. So they were just observe. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm just going to go watch Brent. And Brent doesn't have time to...
Yeah, and
explain everything.
You're not going to learn shit from him either.
No, but I remember we have a YouTube channel.
Your company has a YouTube channel?
Yeah, they have a YouTube channel.
Oh my god.
And so, if the customer is too stupid to figure out what we're trying to say, we'll refer them to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And just watch this. And that's basically how I learned all the stuff that I know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my week's been pretty good. Found out that I get off probation the 26th of February.
I'm so excited because now there's an actual date.
Yeah, we have a final date when I will no longer be sober. Mm-hmm. I will be continually fucked up.
Man, that would be such a glorious day.
But yeah, streaming again. We're going to be doing that weekly. It's also a nice backup because last week the entire audio got deleted.
Dude, that
as soon as I saved
sucked.
it deleted, and then I tried to pull up the save, and all the files were corrupted.
Because you didn't finish it it wasn't up till that Tuesday, right?
No, yeah, till the next day. I just didn't have time to do fucking 3 hours of editing.
Good thing we started doing that, or live streaming this week.
Yeah.
That week.
Yeah, no fucking joke, man.
Yeah,
yeah, so video games are a thing.
They are now.
Do you play them?
Occasionally. Apparently I'm a casual now. I've got demoted.
Did you play any video games this week?
A little bit, because of the new job. Obviously Black Ops, because the weekly update came out with Dead Ops. They put Dead Ops in its own bonus thing.
Yeah.
And then I've been trying to play Helldivers Galaxy, or Helldivers, I guess is what it's called. Galaxy is the other one. But you're always busy playing that, so I'm just like...
Dude, Helldivers is so good.
I know, I'm like, do I even want to play?
I've spent almost all of my week playing that Helldivers game.
Dude, it's pretty fun.
It's so much fun. I don't think that you have... I feel like your experience so far with Helldivers has been playing Destiny without playing the raids.
Right, but the only problem I have with Helldivers is the sensitivity from trying to swing from 7 o'clock back up to 2 o'clock,
Right.
You really have to take the time to swing it around rather than Dead Ops, you just go from one side to the other like a flick.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
you're not going to be able to be BAM!
Yeah, how fast can you actually turn?
That's true, but I mean, it's too slow. But it's a good game. Other than that, now that I'm actually picking up the upgrades and the whatever they're called, I don't even know.
Stratagems,
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so we got 2 new games for our PlayStation Plus free games for February. I checked out Helldivers first. It's fucking amazing. I've been playing the shit out of it. I love playing that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a up to 4-player co-op top-down shooter where kind of Diablo style. You have that top-down area. You got guys swarming from all sides. You got to work with your team, juggling and balancing your different abilities, what guns you're using.
So is the community
grenades.
Actually skillful? Or are they not just a bunch of retards running around?
For the most part, most of the people that I've been playing with, which one of my favorite features is you can just jump in with randoms. Like,
I've seen that
at any point in time.
I don't trust it yet. That's why I just wait for until you're done. I don't.
Oh,
trust
dude,
it
you
yet.
can totally trust it. I mean,
okay.
Just yesterday, I played for 2 hours just with 3 other randoms, and it was a fucking blast. Like,
Nice.
we all had mics on, we're coordinated, working together, having fun, getting objectives done.
Mm-hmm.
Shit was getting sweaty, getting intense, because you haven't even played those later levels where you got
No.
giant fucking tank creatures or literal tanks coming towards you.
Shit. I just got to the part where like those little white creatures, the flying things, were shooting those beams at us.
Oh, yeah, the
I was like,
Illuminati.
I was like, what the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, so Helldivers, there's, the players are the Helldivers. They're the humans, the Super Earth protectors.
Mm-hmm.
They either defend Super Earth or go out and push the offensive and attack the other homeworlds, which the game world is really fucking cool. They have a shared game world between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
And when you pull up your director to pick what mission you're going to go to, you see the galaxies around you. And Super Earth is in the middle, obviously.
Right.
And then there's the 3 sectors of the bugs, the Illuminates, and the cyborgs.
Yeah, I haven't been to the cyborgs yet. I
Yeah.
don't even think it's an option for me yet.
No, it's an option, but there's only one little sector, because each of their 3 sectors are broken down into smaller pieces,
Right.
smaller galaxies of planets, and their homeworld is on the furthest side of that. So right now in our game world, we've pushed to the end of the bug world, most of the way through the Illuminate world, and we're still at the very first sector of the cyborgs. Probably because the cyborgs are by far the fucking hardest enemy, in my opinion.
Sounds like it.
It's really cool. They have these like world events where there was a 4-day event going on this week where, what was it? Super Earth was getting attacked by, I think it was the bugs, and so there was like a big, huge defense campaign. And during these world events, if you participate in those missions, you get double XP, which really fucking helps out trying to level up. And you have these kind of like these community points where it shows your influence in the area.
Right, yeah, I've seen that.
And so for every mission that you complete, you either get closer to completing the objective or failing the objective.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we hadn't pushed off the offensive of the bug world,
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what would have happened, but Super Earth would have been heavily damaged. Something would have occurred in our game world, and we would have to fight to reclaim or regroup or kind of build ourselves back up.
Okay.
And just yesterday, there was a quick 2-hour event where the Illuminates were attacking Earth. And so we just had like 2 hours, global time, 2 hours for us to push off this offense, which we did it in about an hour. When I say we, I mean literally everyone in the world that plays Helldivers.
Did it within the hour together.
Yeah, all do it together,
Yeah.
fighting these missions, pushing back that, and defended Earth from this attack.
That's
So
pretty
it's-
sweet.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
it's
see. I
really,
didn't really know that feature, but now that sounds actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
that it
it's
affects the game
really
world
fucking
from
cool.
then on, and not just this short period of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like all the things that Destiny totally missed the mark on, where there should be these events going on that calling our Guardians. We have a super enemy that's patrolling Mars right now in the Meridian Bay.
Right.
So all Guardians go over there and help attack this thing.
They sort of tried to do that, but like you said, they hit the mark with those public events.
Oh, like before House of Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like something kind of like that would be really fucking cool. Like,
But if
where-
it was like a way major one where it was like everyone could do it, not just if you were right there.
yeah, like
you
we would
know,
have to kill like 3 million enemies within like a few hours to push off this offense.
That'd be gnarly. Because they had, well, obviously they know that there was a limit on how many people could be on your world, like through the moon and all that stuff.
Right, yeah.
But if they could have just added in, a huge boss or whatever, and then it could have been like like hundreds of us just stayed in there just laying into it.
Yeah, I mean obviously with last gen capabilities, we can only have so many people in a given instance.
Right.
But if we were all in next gen, maybe it could be twice, maybe even 3 times that amount. I mean, you got games like Battlefield where there's like 64 players on a fucking field.
Yeah.
The same thing for like the big battles in Halo. I mean, there's just a shit ton of players, all with all of their gear registering, all of their damage, all of that being computed in real time with each other.
Right.
I mean, Helldivers, you're not all there in the same instance.
Right.
But it calculates a cumulative total of everyone's work that's being done. So, like, adds that up on the servers and then affects the game world based on what's going on with that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so it's really fucking cool. I've been loving the shit out of that game. Right now, I hope it's still up, but when you download the game for free, you get the 2 big DLC things, the 2
Right,
big
yeah.
DLC packs.
I saw.
And then for only $12.50, you can buy the Mega Bundle, which unlocks all the other guns and stratagems, like the different abilities that you call down and stuff.
Nice, because the gun that you
with
have...
the exception of 1 gun and one stratagem. So it's the specialist pack. I mean, which that is only another $1.25 to buy. I'm probably not going to buy it just because I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But for $12.50 to unlock all these other abilities, it seriously adds to the fun of the game.
I believe it.
I mean, there's this one weapon on there, the sickle I was using yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing fucking wrecks. I love it.
Because if you just press it, not very fast, you don't have to worry about reloading, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
pop,
it's a laser,
pop.
so it overheats. Like you're not like consuming ammo with every single shot.
Exactly.
Yeah,
need to
that
get
game
that.
is fun as fuck. If you guys haven't downloaded it yet,
It's
get
definitely
on
worth
that.
the download for
It's
sure.
definitely worth the download. Definitely worth playing.
Because right now the community's at its highest point because everyone's getting it for free.
Oh yeah,
And if you
exactly.
wait on it and not, people will lose interest.
Yeah, now's like the really good time to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the way that the level scales too, you can be a level 1 and be playing with a bunch of level 10s, 15s, and still kind of be holding your own. Like you're not going to have as leveled up guns, you're not going to have as many abilities and stuff, but your
Right.
shots still do generally the same amount of damage as the other guys. So if you know what you're doing, have the skills, you can still compete with, level 10s, 15s.
Right.
Because we did that yesterday with one of those randoms I joined up with. One of his buddies joined up with us. He had just finished the tutorial. We were level 15 doing the very challenging difficulty stuff.
Right.
And the difficulties, they're not based on level. It is literally a difficulty setting of how fucking hard this level is going to be for everybody.
Nice.
It depends on how many enemies that are going to throw at you, how intense the waves are going to be, what kind of mobs you're going to be fighting. Because like you haven't even seen like half of the different enemies yet.
Right. That's what I hear.
Yeah, shit just gets really intense. Like you really have to go in there with a game plan of, okay, who's bringing what? You got that massive rocket launcher that's going to take down this big beast? Okay, cool. I'll bring this healing unit, or I'll bring, my healing gun, or, some area of effects, barbed wire, or...
Those
flame
barbed wire
wall
are pretty
things.
sweet because it slows them down a lot.
Yeah.
And you just lay into them or have a turret that just takes them all out while they're slowed.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a ton of strategies you can use. With everyone coordinating, it's just really fucking fun. I love it.
Nice.
It's the best PlayStation Plus game that I've gotten in a long time.
We'll definitely have to play more of it then.
Yeah.
As you know, I prefer the Dead Ops.
Yeah, and it's a lot like Dead Ops, too. I think
Right.
Dead Ops, things might get more chaotic at some points.
It just takes a while to get up to that point.
Yeah, in the later levels, things get more chaotic, but I think Helldivers has just a lot more mechanics going on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, you've been playing a lot of Dead Ops. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I wish there was a feature, for all of you that, have played Dead Ops, I wish there was a feature where you could skip the intro, because, 16-bit intro of, the story.
Dude, that thing was long as fuck. You
Oh,
can't
no,
skip that at all?
no, dude, I pressed every button so many times.
Maybe it's just like a loading screen type thing.
Right, which I can get that, but at a certain point, 3 out of 4 people, if they press X, should be able to skip it.
Right. Yeah, there should be a vote thing for it.
Right, that's the only problem I have with it, but it's basically like the first one, besides they add in, a crystal skull feature, where,
Those were those red things we were
those
picking
red
up?
things, skulls dropping down, and, it shot out, your gun turned into the purple, more heavy
Right,
powered
okay,
one.
I got you.
And then they added that first person perk, where you pick up this little thing that looks like a map or like a flag. Did you ever see those when we played?
It looks like the wild card emblem.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
what it is.
Okay. And then it goes to the first person view, which is way better.
I don't like the first person as much.
Well, it's good on those first couple levels, because, when they're just walking through the
the first
area,
few
you
are
can just
fine.
mow them down headshots.
But yeah, my biggest problem is I can't see behind me. Like
Yes.
that level we kept fucking up on.
The one where they just swarmed us from the outside?
Well, where they come up from the ground. Like
Yeah,
they don't
that
have,
one.
They don't have the entrance points.
Yeah.
I couldn't trust any of the 2 randoms we were with to watch my back.
No,
so
especially...
I just kept getting taken down from the backside every
What was
time.
it? Tron? Something...
JVtron.
JVtron. That dude was the worst.
He was fucking terrible.
Shout out to you, crappy boy.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy that would use one of those limited perks just to try and steal a gun from you. That's even more limited.
Oh yeah, that'll play into what we're our brociology topic later too.
Yeah, it was annoying. But yeah, see, the game wouldn't be as bad if, one, the games take forever to get into because there's not a good community. No one ever plays it. So when I played with you, we hopped into a game like that. Like,
yeah, you said it was really fast.
Yeah, when I was there, dude, I'd have to back out and enter like 40 times because I don't know what the deal was. I'd jump into a lobby, there'd be 4 of us sitting right there, and there was no X to start game or not for me, not for anybody else. So we were all just hoping the timer would just start.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that happened to anybody else, but that happened to me basically every time I didn't play with you.
Gotcha.
I'd have to keep backing out, backing back in, because it's like analyzing games. All right, you got 3 games to choose from, and 0 of them are good. And I'm like, wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I think that's just because not a lot of people play it.
Probably. I mean, I doubt everyone even knows that it's a thing. Like, usually when I start in, I'm just spamming X trying to get to the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of those like little messages that pop up, I just see it flash on the screen, but I'm already hitting X. Like, it's already off my screen.
Mm-hmm. Like, because no one plays Call of Duty for campaign or Dead Ops. They go straight to the multiplayer.
Yeah, the multiplayer or the zombies.
Or the multiplayer zombies, yeah.
That's obviously what most people go to. I mean, you know me, I'm a huge multiplayer guy.
Yeah, I'm just not good at zombies.
Which also, those new maps,
yes,
they're pretty sweet.
I'd have to watch you play.
Now, I have reviews for these maps.
Okay, let's hear them.
On 2 different scales.
Okay.
There's the 6v6, like, you know, full team game mode scale.
Uh-huh.
Then the free-for-all scale.
Oh, okay.
And they all play very differently on these game modes.
Okay.
So, first one, Rise. It's kind of like a building with construction stuff going on around it.
Okay.
For 6v6, it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's more open areas.
Is it a smaller map or like medium, you'd say?
Probably on the bigger end of the map. I mean, when I was playing it in free-for-all, I found myself, like, shooting some guys and running the other direction, like, wait, what? I haven't even seen this section of the map yet. Holy shit.
Dang.
It's a really good map for 6v6. Free-for-all, shit gets fucking chaotic. I'm sure they're going to fix the spawn points, but out in the like open areas where the construction stuff is, people are just spawning around you constantly. I found myself literally just having to spin in circles to try and take all these people down.
Holy crap.
Like, I would shoot a guy over here, quickly hear a guy spawn up. I mean, I wouldn't hear him spawn, but he would spawn up, take 2 steps, I hear him over there, turn to the right, blast him. There's another guy to my left, shoot him. Oh, guy behind me.
You're working on your shotguns?
No, I'm not even going towards dark matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just still rocking SMGs and assault rifles for the most part.
I stopped at the same thing. At a certain point, I got to the point of where I was at the Shiva. Was the only thing I needed on the assault rifle was to get gold. And I'm like, I hate that gun.
I don't understand that. That's like one of my favorite guns. It's so good.
No, I hate it so much. Because we play hardcore, and yeah, I can kill people with it, but it's going to hit him in the chest, because I'm just like, quick, flick over chest, and then he's dead. You need headshots with the Shiva, obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm always like, chest, and I'm like, damn it.
It might be better for you to just take the Shiva to core, because even in core, it's like pretty much a 2-shot in core. It's a really good gun for that. It's not as prominent in hardcore, but, I mean, in hardcore, it's like a 1-shot, like almost guaranteed, unless you're getting a hit marker by shooting them through something.
Right.
With the penetrate damage. Wink, wink. It's still a fantastic gun. It's honestly one of my top 3. Mine probably goes the M841, the XR2, and then the Shiva. Obviously, I'm a Burst fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Rise is really cool. It's just fucking chaotic for free-for-all. It was really funny. I was playing, 2 days ago, and this guy was fucking talking mad shit because I was playing free-for-all on Splash, and Splash is the worst map I've ever played for free-for-all.
Nice.
It is camper central. There's just so many little corners, so many little pockets. I was literally one of 2 people in a full match actually moving around the map. Everyone was just sitting down planted and just watching the 7 different doorways.
I don't understand how people can play like that. How is that enjoyable to see the same doorway the whole time?
Yeah, I don't understand. And you would kill them, and they would obviously just run back to that same doorway and go back for the same spot.
Right, that's the worst.
But it was actually the first free-for-all match out of 650 games I've played where I actually finished at the bottom of the board.
Dang, man. You suck.
That's, I know. That's how bad the fucking camping was. It was just ridiculous. Couldn't stand it. This one guy, he was out in one of the corners of the map where there was only 2 entrances to where he was. So he was just wrecking it, sitting back in this little corner, killing everybody. Not sitting there watching one doorway, but going back and forth between 2 doorways.
Quickly going pretty
fucking much. Basically camping. So he was talking shit, and this other guy that finished like third was talking shit because I was bitching at him all for being a bunch of goddamn campers, no skill, the usual.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Oh, whatever, man, you're trash." I'm like, "Dude, check the lobby leaderboard, man. I'm like way above you." He was like, "Yeah, you're not that far above me. I've got a higher KD." And I was like, "Well, yeah, probably because you sit in the corners and camp. Yeah, look at your score per minute, though. It's like a whole 100 less than mine." So we go into our next game, and it's this Rise map.
Mm-hmm.
And the first game we play, he goes back to this little corner and is trying to do the same thing the other guy was doing. Just watch two different areas and sit back there.
Mm-hmm.
He finished second. I finished first. He was like 5 kills less than me. He was still talking shit. I was like, all right, whatever, man. Let's play this next one. I get up to like 21 kills before he has even 10 kills.
Nice.
And he just leaves the game. That was the most satisfying result that I could have asked for.
I love that.
He keeps trying to talk shit, and then he keeps trying to go back to that spot. And I kept just sprinting right to it. Coming slowly around the corner, waiting for him to pop his head. Sprinting, jumping up, blasting him from the air with a jump shot, and just laughing in his face. Wait for him to respawn, do my laps, come back around to the area. He's there again. So I, chuck a grenade or, do another jump shot on him. And so he leaves the game. I finish the game with 30 kills. The next closest person has 15 kills.
Nice.
And then I just sent him a message with the scoreboard. I was like, "Hey, where'd you go, man?"
Right.
And he sends back, "Oh, you got me, bro."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn right.
Talk shit, get hit, man.
Talk shit, get hit, you bitch." Yeah, anyways, that splash map, it's a lot of fun for 6v6. It is a fucking wild map. There's just so many hallways, so many places to go. Yeah, splash is crazy for 6v6. Like I said, wild map, sucks for free-for-all, fucking hate it. That'll be the map that if it comes up, I'm just backing out of the lobby. Like, it's just not fun. Unless we can have, establish a gentleman's lobby where everyone decides we're not going to camp, which I've had a few of those, where everyone's got mics, everyone's running around, everyone's real cordial. Like, I've literally had these lobbies where we've all been in the same lobby, a full lobby, same people for, hours. And we're all just, going at it at each other.
What?
And it's just so much fun. And you get to the point where you feel so close to these people. Every time you get a kill, you're like, "Oh shit, sorry, man." Like, we're literally just apologizing to each other every time we kill each other.
Damn Canadians.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of fucking Canadians. But unless I get a gentleman's lobby like that, then I'll never play Splash for free-for-all again.
Word.
But this other map, Gauntlet, it's the 3 lanes. There's an urban side, a snowy side. Snowy's in the middle, and then the jungle side.
Gotcha.
It's just really good all around. I really enjoyed it. The map seems good. There's more open areas. There's tighter hallways. It's good all around. Not much to say there. Good for 6v6.
Good solid map.
Yeah, it's just a good solid map. I really enjoyed it.
Thanks, Treyarch.
I will say there's not as many places for me to wall run, except for on the urban side, but everything else is fine. I can totally dig on it.
Oh, word.
Now, the coup de grace of this DLC pack, Skyjacked.
Your favorite one.
The fan favorite from Black Ops 2, my favorite map, is back with a big helicarrier and up in the sky. And it is fucking wonderful. I mean, there's great long walls to wall run on. There's basically 4 lanes. You've got, right, left, middle, and you've got the underground passage. Just fantastic map. I had so much fun. I will say the spawns are just as fucked in the new version as they were in the old.
I think they'll fix that. It's a newer map.
Let's say you start on one side, you're pushing through, you wipe out the whole team, and you push to the other side of the ship. Mm-hmm. They're all spawning in those back little spots, and just keep trying to run out, and you just blam, 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 just racking up fury kills, triple kills. They literally just keep spawning over and over, and eventually, if you push a little too close, they'll start spawning on the other side. You just run to the other side, do it again. I mean, maybe a little bit.
At the beginning, you got to get used to the maps and know the spawn points.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm going to kill you here, here, here. All right, now I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, guys. For science.
Even free-for-all, I was, pushing through, get back there, and I would see 3 guys all spawn right next to each other in, the back part of the ship. I'm like, okay, pop, pop, pop. Let's keep going. Here we go.
Nice.
But yeah, really enjoying these new maps. If you guys are Zombies fans, I'm not really.
Yeah, let us know how it was.
yeah, exactly.
Let us know how it was.
There's the new Dead Eisendrach.
Right, every time I look at that, I'm like...
You're basically playing an old Nazi castle.
Yeah, which is...
I just saw a cool thing yesterday, that apparently there is a dragon that pops out of the water. It's one of those, Easter egg things, which I guess people are all about finding Easter eggs in zombies.
That's a big thing nowadays.
Yeah, it's one of those Easter egg things where just this big fucking dragon head comes out of this wall and just starts, nomming on fucking zombies trying to pass through.
Get your black arrows or whatever they're called.
Yeah, there you go.
Just, wow, no!
Yeah, so those are the Black Ops maps. I think that's pretty much it for that. I think they released a little patch too with the DLC. I think it balanced a couple things, like tiny little changes to weapons.
Nice.
Yeah, really tiny things. I saw the patch notes, briefly glanced over them. This was, last week when it came out. I don't really remember it all.
Some machine guns can fucking suck it. The Vesper, VMPs, all those, where the fire rate's like max bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You guys can suck it.
For close range, hardcore and core, SMGs are just where it's at. I mean, the only thing that can compete are shotguns, and even then, you can very easily just miss with a shotgun. Unless you're using the haymaker, come around and just like waste your whole clip.
Yeah, I just use the Razorback, because it's still a submachine gun, but it's like the long range submachine gun.
Yeah, it's closer to an assault rifle than an SMG for sure.
Yeah.
That's probably why the Razorback's my favorite, just because I'm an assault rifle guy, just what I use, what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Free For All too. Crux was saying, for your playstyle, you should really try out the SMGs. And I was like, yeah, but I also need to pick off guys that are in the distance too. Like,
yeah,
I hate using not the VMP, the Weevil.
Yes.
Where I think that's one of the SMGs with the longest range. But even
so it says,
because I could even see someone at a pretty medium distance have my reticle right on them, pop, 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 taking time with my shots. And my fucking cursor is right on them. Mm-hmm. And I see those bullets, vroom, 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 just like whizzing like right over them. Like, God, what the fuck? How did that not hit?
I hate it.
Yeah, so that's mostly just why I use assault rifles or the Razorback, because it's still got that range.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want to talk about this? All these new Destiny changes coming up. This is the biggest news we've had for Destiny in a while.
Okay, I would like to listen to all these changes. I don't know what to talk about, because I don't know them.
Yeah, you didn't see the weekly update?
I've been busy this week.
Well, the weekly update is no longer called the weekly update.
Oh, okay.
The weekly update is now called This Week at Bungie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They heard your podcast and you and Triple Rack talking shit on Bungie, and they were like, whoa, guys.
We got to change something up.
Right, let's give it a new title. People like new titles.
Exactly. But apparently they changed it up so they don't want people confused with there being like patch notes or like update notes expected every week. I guess they want to have it be a more casual, hey guys, what's going on?
Right,
one of those
not like,
things.
oh shit, we titled it wrong from the very beginning.
Yeah. They definitely lowered their own standards.
Good.
So in this week at Bungie, they remind us that Crimson Days is coming up, this Tuesday, February 9th, which I totally thought it was going to happen next Tuesday.
I know, I saw on your Twitter, you're like, oh shit,
I was like, what the fuck? Because I swear to God, I read somewhere in the last weekly update that it said, after Iron Banner, get ready for Crimson Days. I guess they meant
eventually, right
take
after.
a week to get ready for Crimson Days.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But they're changing up the special ammo, where in 3v3 playlist, you don't start with special ammo now. I guess they want to put more emphasis on primary weapons for the beginning of the games.
Right, because usually those games start off with a sniper battle.
Yeah, it's
like
almost always
beginning.
a sniper battle or a quick shotgun rush of who can blink up to you the fastest, close the gap, or pick off people trying to get close with the snipers.
Yeah.
I guess they're trying to fix that for 3v3 modes. They specifically said that they're not going to do that for 6v6 just yet, just because they don't see that being as big a problem. I guess it's not as much of a special weapon rush right off the bat in those 6v6 playlists. But for trials, that's going to be a big fucking deal. I mean, it's basically going to be now whoever wins the first round and gets the special ammo is going to dominate the rest of the match. I mean,
yeah, I would think so. I would like to think so.
It totally doesn't put you on an even playing field anymore.
No,
because
everyone's going to pick shotguns because the other team doesn't have special ammo, so they're like, all right, they're not going to kill us obviously with their primary weapon, one shot. Well, I can just blink or slide up and blam, you dead.
I think you're going to see either a lot more shotguns as part of the new Trials meta, but what I also think you're going to see is a lot more primary weapon with a sidearm as your secondary, because no matter what, you start off with sidearm ammo. So I think you're going to see a lot of people
okay, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean that's the way it is. Even when you're supposed to not start with special ammo, or you don't have special ammo, you switch to a sidearm, and you've got special ammo. So I think you're going to see a lot more of the No and Beyond sidearm combo, and you're also going to see.
I'd be cool with that.
You're also going to see a lot more of the Icebreaker return, even though it's not a year 2 weapon, just for the regenerative ability for the special ammo. You're going to see that Icebreaker, which it's still is a one-shot kill if you get a headshot,
Right.
even though it's only 170 damage.
Is there a year 2 invective? Because that
There is year 2 invective, and you are going to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that it's probably going to be a Nerwin's Mercy, either a scout rifle or pulse rifle primary with a invective as your special. You're going to see either that combo or the No Land Beyond sidearm combo. I think those are going to be the two big ones to hit trials next week.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I'm glad I don't play anymore and have to deal with that.
Yeah, no shit. It's, I mean, as someone that primarily plays sniper and wants to, I can't 1v3 the other team with my primary. It's just not going to happen unless I pull off like an amazing wombo combo with, throwing a grenade, hit all three of them, and just pop around the corner, ta-ta, and finish off the three guys. It's just not going to happen. But with a sniper, I mean, you've seen it plenty of times. It can be last guardian standing. All right, I've got all these guys, all three of these guys here. They're coming for me. They're rushing hard. All right, let me run down here. They're baited all down in this hallway.
Yep.
Perfect. Aim down sights. Pop,
Blag.
pop. Your team wins.
I mean, you were pretty decent with a sniper. I'll give you that.
Yeah, a little bit.
You weren't fantastic. I mean, you weren't.
No, true. Have you seen the new?
New dubstep montages. You weren't up to that level yet.
I'm glad you said that because on the last weekly update, or this week at Bungie,
Yeah,
the movie
right.
of the week was True Vanguard posted up a new video of the Sky Sniper, where he plays as a Titan and uses that either using Twilight Garrison or I think it's the Takenaut helmet. No, it's not the Takenaut. It's the Empyrean Belios helmet.
The one that you aim down sights and you hover.
Exactly. You use that one, and he's just like flying through the air and just pop, picking people off. While he's floating up there.
That's pretty sweet.
And of course, it's all to a big, dubstep type thing. Yeah.
Whoa!
Pretty
I got
much.
that headshot. Oh! Look at that shit. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
struck your dick in you harder, man.
Exactly. But it's one of those videos. But yeah, I think that's gonna be where it's affected the most. I mean, they're bringing it to skirmish, elimination, salvage. Only 3v3 plays for right now. They specifically said it's not going to be in Rumble. Just 3v3 for right now, including trials. Trials is going to be really weird next week. Stay tuned to the Destiny subreddit or the
Bungie
Crucible.
doesn't understand balance.
No, of course not. They never have.
They're like, guys, we know what the word balance is. Now, do we know what it means? Let me get back to you.
Webster's dictionary defines balance. But Trials is going to be fucking crazy next week. Definitely check the subreddits to see what the best strategies are. If you're, really one of those meta players, have to go with whatever the best loadouts are.
I always try and go against the meta.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot more fun to mix things up.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's pretty much going to be that. They're also introducing the freelance playlist, where it's a 6v6 or a 3v3 playlist, two separate ones, where you can't enter with the fire team. It's solo players only, which for people that play solo, that's fucking fantastic.
Hell yeah.
I know people have always bitched about getting just steamrolled by teams, especially, games like Control or anything in Iron Banner. You go in there solo, odds are you're probably going to get fucking steamrolled by this other group. I mean, they just have the coordination, you don't. And I'm hoping with this freelance playlist, you see a lot more people actually using the fucking team voice chat.
Hopefully.
It is the most underused function in Destiny.
It's because it wasn't there from the beginning. So
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. And also, I think it's something that you have to opt into. I don't think you have to opt out of it. So you don't just automatically come in, have your headset on, and can talk to your teammates.
No, you gotta press the touchpad and like left or right or one of the go from fire team or team chat, right?
Yeah, you have to do that. So I think it would be a lot more utilized if you come in already into the team chat or fire team chat, whichever one it is, to talk to your teammates. It would get used a lot more if that was automatic rather than you have to go and change yourself.
It still blows my mind that Bungie just didn't put that in to begin with. I mean, Call of Duty has it, Halo has it, any FPS has that automatic team chat if you have a headset plugged in.
I think what they probably wanted to avoid was you dropping into a Crucible game and getting called faggot and people fucking your mom constantly right off the bat.
I don't give a fuck. I'd be like, dude, you get it, boy.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the first-person shooter experience for online games, but it might have lent itself to us having a little bit more of a tighter, more cooperative founded community than those other ones, because you play Halo and you play Call of Duty, you go online to kill each other. In Destiny, there's much more of that. You go online to fight the darkness and push back evil and do it together and get your teammates and have a grand old time,
have
guys.
a grand old time and go win the war.
But that's definitely more of the sentiment of Destiny, which I think something as little as not having that just open team chat thing for Crucible definitely adds to that a little bit, but for trying to communicate with your teammates and play the objectives and coordinate and strategize, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, how am I supposed to tell them they suck if they can't hear me?
Hey, hold on, I'm right there. I'm right at the heavy ammo. Just
Heavy
wait,
ammo,
just wait.
no.
Oh, god damn it.
Those damn blueberries.
They're
every
capping B. They're
time.
capping B. Oh, no, I'm going to sit over here and snipe on A, man.
No, I got this area down, dude.
Alright, you do you. Sit there camping, look down that hallway. Just sit there and wait like a fucking spider.
You know, they're just sitting there, turning invisible with their shotguns. They're like, I got this, guys, don't worry. I got this area. I got it.
Yeah, I could go on a whole other diatribe on invisibility shotguns, and now it's complete fucking bullshit.
You're like, okay, you suck, clearly.
Yep. I mean, if you can be hypermobile with a shotgun, there's a little bit more skill to that.
Yeah.
But corner camping and going invisible with a shotgun, suck a dick, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Yeah, suck 2 dicks. They also introduced a little bit of changing to the matchmaking. They're trying to focus more on the connection-based matchmaking than the skill-based matchmaking that we've had for the last few months. Because obviously when they revealed that there had been skill-based matchmaking, people bitched the shit out of them for it. We talked last week about Triple Rex video and his sentiments on that.
Yeah, he's basically like, I hate it now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sucks.
The consensus, though, it seems, is that it hasn't really changed much. They still have some more stuff to roll out with the new matchmaking, which we'll touch on that next. But from what I've seen on the subreddit, every time they say, okay, we're updating the Control playlist or we're updating the Clash playlist, whichever the one they said it was, people said, they're still lagging, they're still shooting guys that aren't taking damage. Like, some people have said they've noticed a little bit difference in the positive direction, but it's largely still the same. I think that's just going to be Destiny connections. That's just going to be how it is. With this new thing, though, they're going to introduce the damage referee, which apparently is going to actually make it so the way that we've always wanted it to be, where the guy with the shit connection gets the shit quality game. Where the guy with the really shitty connection is going to be missing shots. He's going to be not able to deal damage to other people. It's going to be the way it should be when someone has a bad connection. And I can't wait for them to roll this out. I think that's going to roll out sometime probably whenever they launch Crimson Days. They're going to roll out this update.
Hopefully, it's good.
They specifically said, people's bad connections are ruining this experience for a lot of people, and they're finally going to try and penalize people for having these bad connections. And they even said in the update that, get your connection better and you will see better results.
Yeah.
Makes sense it's the way that it should be. It's the way we want to implement this. If you are, playing on fucking dial-up basically and going into Crucible and ruining the match for the 7 other players or the 11 other players.
However many, yeah.
It should be you that's not making your shots, that people are glitching around. It shouldn't be the other players.
You would think.
Yeah. But the only concern I have with that is for people with lower internet connections, that's the best that they can get for their area, like Australia, where just in the region, their internet just isn't quite as good. Like, I'm sure, you can pay a real hefty penny for the super high quality internet stuff there.
Yeah.
But they're so far off that if you're in the U.S. or any other part of the world, you get paired up with someone in Australia, they're probably going to be the ones lagging, despite whatever their internet speeds are. Okay. So, unless the connection-based matchmaking starts pairing people up more localized and puts Australians with Australians, China with China, Europe with Europe, U.S. with U.S., blah, 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 blah.
Segregation, I like it.
Exactly.
I like it.
Unless Bungie gets a little bit more nationalistic, I think we could see some...
Keep them with their own kind.
With their own kind. We don't like your kind around here, yo, shitty connection, boy.
Don't take kindly.
I don't take too kindly to that red bar. You can get out. Get out. But I think unless we see more of that, there could be some unfair issues with that, but fuck them. I got Google Fiber. They can suck my dick.
My internet connection's good.
Mine's fine.
Mine's not good.
Yours is not great.
It's getting better.
It has gotten better.
Because there was a problem. They didn't ground our internet properly.
Yeah, you got to ground it. No TV.
Yeah.
And then one last thing for that, they are doing a couple fixes for Oryx. The classic problem, teleporting ogres. They explained it. There was like some coding problems where the ogres were trying to actively avoid the orbs. Mm-hmm. So, since we didn't really see that until we started doing the challenge mode.
Yeah.
Where, we have orbs just sitting all over the fucking place. The ogres would try and go around the orbs and would instead just teleport to the other side of the orbs.
Yeah.
So they fixed that problem, and if you've ever been the runner, when you have the spark and you're coming down and you're going to steal the brand from the knight, you steal the brand and your camera angle kind of snaps to a location.
Right.
It always fucks me up because I'm almost always
instead
a
of
runner.
third person, now it snaps back to the first person. You're just like, I'm looking this way.
Well, it snaps back to first person, but say you're third person, your character's facing forward, but your camera's kind of looking more over to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
It would snap right back to looking forward, and it would almost always fuck me up unless I had premeditatedly pulled out my sword to not snap back to first person, but snap back to another third person view.
I got
It wasn't nearly as bad, which you should be running a sword for that anyway to take down that knight faster.
Yeah.
But
do the whirlwind link attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or even better, the raise lighter. You just do that R1 attack and just does almost all of its damage.
Nice.
I mean, one R2 and then maybe an R1. That thing's fucking dead.
Nice.
But they're going to fix that, which obviously I don't give a fuck because I don't really do the raids anymore. But it's a nice fix. I like it.
Destiny takes up a bunch of our time and we don't even really play it.
It's because it's like if you were dating a girl for a long time and she just started going down a bad road. Mm-hmm. I love her so much, but god damn, dude, she's been blowing a lot of coke lately, and
I want to see her just crash and burn.
She's just not the same girl anymore. I just don't enjoy hanging out with her as much. But I still love her. I still want her to get better. I still want her to be the girl I want her to be.
Do you know a girl like this?
No.
No, I swear, no. It was just an example, bro.
No, it's just a vague analogy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the Destiny shit. Now, I'm super stoked for the Square Enix Active Time Report.
Yay, Square Enix.
It's the Active Time Reports have been these little updates they've put out where they talk about shit going on. Largely, it's been talking about Final Fantasy 15 and its development. The last one they just had, I think it was January 29th, just a week or so ago. They showed off a lot of cool shit for Final Fantasy 15. They showed how some of the magic's going to work. 3 main elements. We all know it. Probably don't even need to say it. Crux knows. Fire, lightning, ice.
Nice. Don't need to say it. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, it's the classic setup.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the first 3 spells you get like any fucking Final Fantasy game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's largely going to be based on those. There's other spells you're going to get too, but those are going to be the 3 elementals that you get. They showed off a lot of the combat. I'm going to have to show you the video after this. The game looks so fucking sweet. I mean, with the warp attacks, I mean, switching between other characters, them doing their abilities, it just looks so fucking badass. The action never stops. I was watching in this video where they're coming into, it looks like a big, soldier warehouse where they've got soldiers walking around, these big fucking mech unit things, and the character's trying to sneak around, so you see him kind of creeping around boxes, looking around. Mm-hmm. All right, there's a guy up here, so he kind of starts walking up the steps. The guy starts to look this way, and he warps up to him and stabs him in the back, puts him down, sees another guy. It looks like Dishonored, where he's just snapping from guy to guy. And then he snaps, kills a guy, another guy sees him, and the alarms go off, and all these soldiers start coming out. And it just becomes a fucking chaotic mayhem of slashing dudes up, dropping back, warp to another dude, switch to another guy. He swings his big sword, switch to another guy. He shoots this thing up in the air. It stuns everyone. Another guy comes in, cleans him up. I cannot fucking wait!
Sounds like you're pretty excited.
Oh, dude. I mean, obviously, Final Fantasy's been my favorite game franchise since fucking forever.
Right.
And I think Final Fantasy 15 is just going to hit all the right marks for me. It's going to have this beautiful world. Everything's going to be super next gen. It's going to have these really cool characters, hot guys in tight leather clothes.
Oh, the best.
I know.
But is there going to be women with a very little armor?
Yes, they actually got in trouble because in the first episode to Sky, where they it was the first little like 3-hour installment they released for people to try out.
Mm-hmm.
They had this character. It was a female character. She was like a car repair. I think she's just like a general mechanic.
Mm-hmm. One that'll suck your dick too.
Basically,
Change your oil. You know.
And there was like a whole scene where like they clearly make it. She's the babe, where they like slowly pan up, and you can see like her long tan legs,
or the jiggle physics,
and her shorty shorts. I don't specifically remember the jiggle physics.
What? That's the first thing I look at any game.
But with the body type, I know there's got to be physics there. These shorty shorts, this tight little waist, these huge fucking cans wrapped up in like a shirt tied across the front with like a little cami underneath it.
If anything,
I mean, they
underage, hopefully.
They clearly made her the hot character.
Gotcha.
So much so that they had backlash from it. So I think they actually had to go back and like change up the character model because she was too hot. I mean,
Can't do that nowadays.
I'm sure anyone that played Final Fantasy X back on PS2, the scene where you... Spoiler alert, it's fucking been 10 years.
Yeah,
my dick.
nah, fuck your spoiler.
It's the scene where you're going on the other side of the moonflow, and you come across Riku, who has washed up on shore after Sin attacked her ship. Mm-hmm. And she's in her long, like, leather jumpsuit thing for diving. And there's this big ol', like... better graphics, cinematic part where she like unzips down, she's like taking off her clothes, and even Tidus is like,
You're like, whoa, what is happening down here?
Yeah, I mean, I was like 12 years old, like, oh, what is? I can't stop this feeling.
You're like, whoa, my pants are getting a little bit tighter. What's going on?
I'm pretty sure every 10, 11, 12-year-old definitely went to the movie theater in Lucca and played that scene over and over. Is mom, dad here? Nope. Zip.
Right. Yeah, hold on, pause it here. Can you see nipple?
Exactly, dude. But I mean, we've always had super hot characters like that in Final Fantasy games. I mean, since like the next gen, even Final Fantasy VII with those little polygon, shitty graphics people. Everyone knew Tifa was a babe. You didn't need to see it in HD quality. You knew she was a super babe with giant fucking cans.
Yeah, triangle shaped.
Yeah,
triangle shaped cans. You know. Classic woman.
Everyone knew Eris was the prude, and Tifa was the slooty sloot, and probably Yuffie too. But, yeah, I mean, no change there. I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game. It's a JRPG. I mean, there's always going to be super babes. It's video games, man. What do you expect? Babes.
Yeah.
So they showed off that. I'm super stoked. I've got like a half chub just talking about it. The game, not the girls.
Not the underage women.
What? They also just released Final Fantasy Explorers.
Ooh.
Have you ever played any Monster Hunter games?
Maybe.
Well, recent Monster Hunter games. I played like the first few that were on like Game Boy way back in the day. Those played kind of just like an older Final Fantasy game that was a little bit toned down. Mm-hmm. But the newer Monster Hunter games is a lot of monster hunting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of grinding, killing the same monsters over and over again, trying to get sweet rare drops. Increase your gear, craft stuff, and there's a lot of that in Final Fantasy Explorers. They say it's not a copy of Monster Hunter. It's definitely a Final Fantasy game. You're fighting Final Fantasy monsters, chocobos, bombs, fucking wing-eyed, the wing things with the big one eye, Armins, behemoths, iron giants, all those classic creatures. I'm sure there's Malboros in there. You're basically just going around killing all these monsters. There's different side quests for you to do. Not much of a story. It's 4-player co-op for the 3DS,
nice.
Which is really cool. You can go out into the world, farm for different materials so you can craft new gear. You don't actually get level ups based on experience. You get better and better based off the gear that you've got, kind of like Destiny.
Right.
The gear makes you stronger. Like I said, you craft more shit. You can catch Eidolons, summons, Aeons, whatever Final Fantasy game you're playing, they're always going to be a little bit different. Your Guardian Forces, all the stuff, yeah. You can catch those. When I say catch, I mean you like defeat them, and then I think you kind of like recruit them onto your team, something like that.
Oh, okay.
There's a huge job mechanic. I say Final Fantasy jobs means the different classes.
Okay.
Classic White Mage, Dark Mage, Black Mage. I'm sure there's a Red Mage, Thief, Warrior, all that shit. I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game. You're gonna see the same classes. I'm sure there's a Dragoons, stuff like that. You can actually change your jobs on the fly too. So you don't have to like pre-select, exactly what you're going to be for this mission.
Mm-hmm.
You can be like, okay, shit, we really need to drop back and heal. We need to go on the defensive. So you drop back, maybe play a tank, and I think you can switch up your abilities too. Which there's a whole, I think you can have 8 abilities on a list or on all at once. And there's it's called your load, where you have certain points where you can.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure.
But it's a big load, though.
Yeah, it's a big load.
Good. You got to have a big load.
And I'm pretty sure abilities take up more load points. The bigger the spell or attack, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually customize it. Like I saw the gameplay of some guy going in as a knight, but had Asuna and Kier on, so he could still get rid of status effects. He could still heal his party members as a knight. So it seems really cool that you've got your classic job system, but you can still mix and match what abilities you want to use. It really customize like how you want to approach these situations.
Nice.
It seems really cool. They boast kind of like 100 to 200 gameplay hours out of it. I mean, there's a campaign for it, but it's all about obviously the end game. Getting in with your friends, taking down the biggest creatures you can, leveling up your guy the most.
Right.
Classic stuff. Become a beefcake.
Beefcake.
Get all the trophies, achievements, basically, 100% the game. That's what most people go for, stuff like that. And also, I've seen a lot of stuff on Steam where they are slightly updating little things for a Final Fantasy IX release for Steam.
Nice.
Which, if you follow how Final Fantasy VII was released on Steam, Final Fantasy IX or Final Fantasy VII came to PS4 shortly after it was released on Steam, like a month or so afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I really fucking hope we get the same thing for 9, because I love those games. Before I even heard about this, I'd really been craving going back to play Final Fantasy IX. Shortly after I finished 7, I was like, man, I really want to play 9. Like, that game is just so goddamn good. But I really don't want to have to just grind through it like I've had to do so many times.
Right.
If they bring in the speed up mechanic, the combat enhancer, where I can just smash through it, just, experience the story, get all my trophies, do all that, and a third of the time that I normally play through it in, it's fucking perfect. I'll spend $30 on that shit.
Nice.
Love playing that. So I really hope we get a PS4 port to Final Fantasy IX in the next 4 to 5 months. That's what I'm guessing.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that would be perfect. What was I gonna say here? Something about Final Fantasy. Oh, that if we're getting 9, we sure as fuck better get 8.
Why? Because they skipped one?
Well, not because I skipped one necessarily, because they're all good. All those PS1 games for Final Fantasy were my bread and butter as a kid growing up. I started watching my cousin play Final Fantasy VII when I was like 8, I think. Really young. I think the game came out in 1997. I was born in 1990, so I probably saw him play like a year after it came out. I remember just sitting for hours watching him play Final Fantasy VII, watching him play Final Fantasy Tactics. He'd hand me the controller, I'd fuck it up, we'd die,
Naturally.
have to start over. Final Fantasy VIII was actually the first Final Fantasy that I actually owned myself. Didn't have it for PS1. I actually got it for a PC first. And so that holds a special place in my heart, being my first Final Fantasy that I really got to sit down with.
Right. On the PC.
Yeah, on the PC.
On the Glorious Master Race.
Exactly. So, same thing. Hope we get all the, special little bells and whistles we got for 7 for Final Fantasy VIII. If they could just release those, I'd be in heaven. I could play through those games once a year.
But are you
going
to actually complete them?
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
How's Dark Cloud going for you?
It's going. I haven't played it as much.
It's currently on pause.
I've kind of been, trying to play it at least like one day a week. I'm slowly but surely getting through it. There's so many...
Because you're super into it, and now I haven't heard or seen you play it a lot.
Yeah, was super into it, and then Helldivers came out.
I was just about to say Helldivers,
and I was like, okay,
well,
let me try out this game. This thing is awesome!
Yeah.
And basically fell in love with that, just playing the shit out of that, like, almost every chance I get. I downloaded all the Black Ops maps, but I just keep going back to Helldivers. I played Black Ops one day this week for like 3 hours,
nice.
And just went back to Helldivers. It's just so much fun. So, I think it's time for a little brociology.
I'm done. Brociology.
Exactly.
We gotta get a little segue thing.
Oh, yeah, a little soundbite there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll figure
Nice.
something out for it. But this week, Brochiology, it's time we talk about the other side of the screen, talk about the gamer, not so much the games. And this week we want to talk about anonymity and human behavior. You've all seen it if you've played online games.
Mm-hmm.
People playing with even friends that you know, or random people on the internet. Some people are just fucking assholes in video games.
Yep.
Whether, you're playing GTA 5, some dickhead, 12 years old or not, just keeps killing you over and over again just for their own enjoyment. Or, you recently played the Division beta, and you got a bunch of rogues that are just hunting you down, killing all the players they can, sitting right by the player spawn, and just player killing over and over, stealing the loot, being assholes. Or games like DayZ. Someone infiltrates the group, waits for the moment to strike, and kills all these fucking people.
Yep.
There's just endless examples of people acting amorally in video games, which the objective is to win, and you're not confined by the same morals of real life, where even if you're playing a solo game of Fallout or something, you were telling me,
I always choose the bad side. I'm like, oh, you said one wrong word, blam, I just killed the whole town.
Yeah.
The first time I played Fallout, I killed everybody in Megaton just for shits, just everybody I came in contact with, and then I had to stop playing because I got trapped in the bathroom and the whole town was running through there. I'm like, oh, I fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously video games aren't real life. That probably goes without saying.
Wait, what?
What? Huh?
They're not real life? What have I been doing?
So much time wasted.
All right.
But I've always been one to play video games kind of the way I would really act if I was in that situation. I get onto GTA and wave to people. Hi, what's up, guys? Do you want to do some missions?
Yeah.
And they start shooting me like, okay, fuck. I guess we're doing this.
So that's a no.
Yeah. Same thing in real life. Meet a bunch of strangers. I want to be cool, and then someone starts being a dick, and then I'm gonna retaliate.
Yeah.
For playing Fallout, every single character I play, unless I'm specifically going for achievements or something, I'm gonna play the good guy. I'm gonna help everyone I can. I'm gonna go out of my way at my own detriment sometimes to help people, or better this community, or build up this settlement.
Right.
That's just who I am. It's the way I like to play my games. I like to be the hero, essentially. Right. But it's always fun to play the bad guy, especially in online games.
Exactly.
I mean, I've certainly taken the time, just been bored sitting around GTA 5 where, god damn, what should I do today? I just bought a tank in GTA 5. Let's go fuck Los Santos up.
Nice.
And just getting on the mic, talking shit, calling everyone trash, literally just saying the worst possible things that I can. Just troll around and have some fun with it.
You gotta let off some steam.
Yeah, I mean, it's generally not who I am, but every once in a while it's fun. I mean, it's fun to talk shit in Call of Duty. It's fun to, it's just fun to talk shit and be an asshole in games sometimes. Like, I'll give people that.
Sometimes you can't help it. It's just like, all right.
Like we were playing the Division beta, I was having a lot of fun, killing the enemies or killing the PvE enemies, and extracting our loot. Killing the rogues, being the good guys, putting down all these bad players. And eventually I was like, let's get a little bit roguish here.
It's like, just the beta. I can stretch out a little bit.
You guys want to be assholes? Yeah, sure, I guess. All right. And so everything I just complained about, we would go to the spawn points, kill all these new players coming in, and you don't really get much loot. You don't really get much dead zone rep, dead zone currency for killing the good players and being the bad guy.
Just for the setup.
But sometimes it's just fun.
You're just it kills. Feels so good.
Yeah. I think that's just real indicative, though, of human behavior in general. That if you know that there's not really going to be consequences to your actions, besides maybe an angry message on PlayStation, or someone's going to send you a message on Xbox or your Steam account, or they're going to report you for being an asshole, or my uncle works at Xbox.
That was my favorite excuse. I know someone at Xbox be like, okay,
sure you do, buddy.
Get back to me, you 8-year-old bitch.
But I think when people have that anonymity of the internet, or being able to hide behind a screen, you see it with internet comments or YouTube comments, stuff like that.
I always say it all the time. Man, you don't know me. I'm 12 years old. I'm fucking jacked, son. You don't know who me.
I'm 12 years old with a 10-inch dick.
Right? You don't know me. Where I've been. Who I've been in. None of it.
Your mom, mostly.
Always the mom.
Always. Dad sometimes, too, if you really want to.
If he's there, you're just like, well...
But I think when people can hide behind that, it's not that it shows their true colors, but I think it kind of brings out the worst in people.
Yeah.
Where, if you were in a room with a bunch of strangers trying to get something done, you're going to be less likely to call them assholes, call them trash.
You wouldn't be sitting there with a middle finger in their face.
Yeah, middle finger in their face, telling them to just fucking kill themselves or just leave the room, uninstall their life.
Yep.
You're going to have a little bit more patience. But, being games, being the fact that, we're sitting alone in a room or maybe, with one other person tops.
Yeah.
You're going to say a lot more things that you wouldn't normally say in real life. You're going to maybe act out a little bit more of your darker fantasies. You're
I like this.
you're probably just going to, what am I trying to say here?
Dark fantasies. I like it. You had me at dark fantasies.
You had me at dark fantasies. You're just going to bring out more of the dark side in yourself. Where normally you would, have more patience with people, try and be a little bit more kind-hearted, maybe even for your own selfish reasons, trying to do good, like I said, for your own benefits. For online games, you don't have those same social responsibilities. Like, even, we were playing Dead Ops last night, and, we're all taking down our spots, watching our own zones, and gold would drop in the middle. And, generally everyone kind of, takes a second, backs up while still covering their spot to pick up some gold and go back to their area.
Yeah.
But we had that, more than one guy. We had, 3 people coming in doing that.
Game after game, yeah.
Where they would actually spend one of their little ability dash things to grab the loot before anyone else can.
And I don't think they realize you get way more points for killing the zombies than you get for the gold. That's why I was so many points ahead, is because I just focus on killing the zombies. I rarely ever go for the gems unless they're those red and purple skulls.
Right, yeah. Where it's actually going to affect your gameplay.
Exactly.
But, people are going to just short of cheat, and sometimes cheat as well, or hack, whatever, to get ahead and not have to put in the work. Where you can't do that in real life. You can't really cheat for the most part. If you're a Wall Street executive or insider trader, whatever, you can kind of cheat the system. There's a little ways to actually cheat the system in real life.
Right.
But in video games, it's a lot easier and has a lot more immediate effects.
It's true.
But, I really think with that, like I said, the gaming anonymity, you're going to see the darker side of behavior. Which, after the Division beta, there were tons of articles, people talking about, how it brings out the dark side in humanity, of people betraying each other. There's this game they were talking about on the Rebel FM podcast. It's a game for PC. It's kind of like Risk, but it takes course over, an entire week, 10 days. Everything happens in, real time. Sometimes it takes, depending on where your units are on the map, relative to the base you're trying to attack, sometimes it takes 2-3 hours to a day to get to that location. But, the gameplay is very simple of selecting your units, building up your units, and sending them to attack. That's the gameplay. But the real game is in the interactions with each other. Because you got, 8 to 10 people, I think, and they're all just backstabbing each other left and right. You're making deals with other people, making alliances, making plots, and plots within plots, and plots within those plots.
He's gonna betray you! Shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my garden!
Don't listen to him!
Gonna betray you!
But, it's just like fucking a Game of Thrones thing, where, you've got your group of guys over here, okay, so at midnight we attack these guys over here. And then you tell the guys over, the people you're supposed to be attacking, hey, these guys, they're trying to set up an attack. They're going to launch at midnight. I can help you if you send me 500 units. And I can, help you defend. And, we can take off this guy. We can knock him out of the game. So midnight rolls around. You receive your 500 units.
And you attack anyway.
And then you attack anyway.
Man, that sounds awesome.
Or you use those units to actually subterfuge one of your own guys, but still let the attack commence. So you've knocked out 2 people at once.
Man, so, what is this?
I forget the fucking name. I really wish I could remember it right now.
Oh, I want it.
But
that sounds awesome.
I think it's on Steam or something like that. But it sounds like it's a lot of fun. But,
it sounds pretty sweet.
It's just another example of people acting in ways that they wouldn't normally do in real life in video games. Which people were trying to blame. You haven't seen as much in recent years. That video games cause people to commit violence or cause people to reenact shit that they saw in GTA 5. Obviously, that's not really the case. People don't really act like that. And there's 95% of the people playing these video games that are super violent, like, seriously, 99% of video games all have fucking violence in some capacity. Even Mario, you're curb stomping little mushroom into death.
Right, and they're trying to shoot you with bullet bills.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's dead ghosts, so things died.
Yeah, things have died.
And they even like one of the first games, they say that Koopa or one of them, or Bowser turned the people into blocks. Those blocks that you're destroying. So
oh shit, seriously?
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
You're destroying the people.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's brutal shit.
It's in. Someone's got to have more Mario knowledge than me, but I'm pretty sure that's in like one of their game panels or manuals. Yeah.
But I mean, most of the people playing video games are generally upstanding. Like, I'm sure there's a 0.001% of video game players that are like active criminals. I mean, sure, we all kind of break little laws here and there.
I've never killed anyone this week, so
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
good, yeah.
But for the most part, people are generally good, and they go to video games to let off steam, to not be good sometimes.
Right, yeah.
I mean, like I've said,
that's why I play first-person shooters. I'm like, man, if I had a terrible day at work or something, I'm just like, all right, let me go pwn some noobs.
Yeah.
And man, that was satisfying.
Even President Obama has said that he likes to play Titanfall.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So even the president has to let off a little bit of steam and shoot the mans a little bit.
Right? I mean, see how much he's aged?
I would pay huge fucking money to see a stream. Dude, if Obama would stream on Twitch,
he'd have so many followers.
Obviously, he'd get a partnership with Twitch right off the bat.
Right.
But it would be fucking hilarious to see Obama sitting with a pair of headphones on in like the Oval Office. All right, come on. All right, calling in a mech. Fuck! Oh, God damn it, sniper! He's up there. He's camping in the back.
He'd be super
fucking
polite about it too. I don't think he'd cuss. The worst I've ever heard him say is jackass. He called Kanye West
but video games bring it out in people sometimes. I think you would see.
I want to see.
I think you would see a very flustered Obama.
Real black Obama.
Yeah, it would basically be like seeing the Key and Peele sketch where he's got the angry translator.
Yes.
Obama would just become him. He'd be like, "Oh, this motherfucker over here! God damn it!"
Damn, dude. I'd see that. I'd watch the shit out of that.
It'd be worth it. And then fucking Michelle comes, "Honey, are you okay in here?" "No, woman!
Get out of here, bitch! Go grab me a 40.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna go straight urban black guy on us. I don't think he's gonna go that route. But I think you would definitely see a very frustrated Obama playing video games.
That'd be good.
It would be a hilarious stream. Well, yeah. Why don't you send on that note?
Yeah, and on Obama. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. But that's been it for us, guys. That's episode 6 of the Tilted Gamer Podcast. Song this week was Psychology 101 by Tech9. Mm-hmm. I'm NSA on Twitter. NSA is watching us. Twitch.tv. NSA _ watching us. That's where you see us here. That's where we do the live streams. Mm-hmm. Paired Rabbits at Paired Rabbit on Twitter. Same for Twitch.
Correct.
Follow us on SoundCloud. Download the podcast if you want to. Listen to it at a later date.
Listen to our sweet voices at night when you're cuddling up to whoever.
Oh, yeah, baby girl. Just lay that sweet head down.
You
and
like
have
that in the
them...
back of them knees, girl?
These nuts.
These knees and them nuts.
But, SoundCloud.com/TheTiltedGamer. Same thing for Twitter. Twitter.com/TiltedGamer. All one word. And I think that's going to do it for us. So,
get all the social media out of the way.
Yep,
good.
That's all done and done. So, stay good, guys. Stay super green.
Super green.
And go kill somebody.
Bye.
In the game.
Let's kill these niggas.